Hey YouTube, my name's Lucky, and I thought I'd bring you guys a video where I sort of go through some questions and answers. Basically, a lot of people send me a lot of questions on a daily basis, and I just don't have time to answer all of them. I do read most of them, so if you do send me a message, it's most likely that I will read it. Whether or not I have the time to go through and reply, to the exact question you're asking me, that depends, if I have the time or not. But basically, I'm going to use this video to answer sort of all the questions that I get on a regular basis. Also, I'll answer questions about, the pro circuit, about the MLG Dallas event, and all sorts of other future MLG events, and just sort of Call of Duty questions in general. And so this video should be pretty comprehensive. It should be a pretty good video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so starting off with the basics, the first one. A lot of people ask me, what is CoDFYi? That's what my YouTube URL is, youtube.com/CoDFYi. Basically, it's a channel I started a while ago. And what's funny is that I never really started the channel to be a channel where I post Call of Duty videos of other teams and of pro teams, and I never really expected it to be a big thing at all, really. The channel actually started off just as a channel for me to upload my Game Battles Dispute videos. If you guys are unaware, when you play a Game Battles match, each team has to go online and report whether or not they won or lost. Now, if you win the match and you report you won and the other team lost the match and they report they won, they're lying, then you have to go through this dispute process. And so I use this YouTube channel just to upload my dispute videos, and so that's why I really started it. The CoDFYi part, it just stands for Call of Duty for your information. I did sort of have in the back of my mind that one day maybe, maybe my clan, my Game Battles clan, would get big enough and popular enough that maybe I would want to post videos regularly and add commentaries, but that was sort of something in the back of my mind. It wasn't really something that I started the channel off with. And so I named the channel CoDFYi, Call of Duty for your information. What I was actually trying to go for was Call of Duty COD 411, but that was already taken, and so I just did FYI instead. Basically, I just wanted it to be a general channel that would have all different types of Call of Duty videos, both competitive play and public gameplay. But that was really just a future idea, and that didn't really come into effect until Black Ops came out. As soon as Black Ops came out, I got really into the YouTube scene and started making videos a lot more regularly, and tried making commentaries for the first time. If you guys go down and scroll to my some of my later videos, you can watch some really funny commentaries. They were my first ones, and they just sound terrible. I mean, I'm stuttering, the mic is really quiet. I was using just the standard recording, and so it sounded terrible. And now I've got much better equipment, and I have a lot more practice, so hopefully I'm better now. I don't know. And so yeah, that's the background behind this channel. And basically, another thing I want to mention is that my gamertag is not CoDFYi. I do have an account called YouTube_CoDFYi. I use that account just to put videos in my file share because sometimes 6 slots on my main account isn't enough. My main account gamertag is on the PlayStation Network, which is IM_Lucky with 2 Y's. That's my main gamertag. I do also have an Xbox 360, and on Xbox 360 my gamertag is Lucky with 2 Y's space T1, and so those are my gamertags that I play on. A lot of people ask me, can I send you a friend invite? Can I add you? The answer is just no. It's not because I don't want to play with anyone. It's definitely not the case at all. I play with my friends all the time. It's just simply that when I'm in a Game Battles match, and some of you out there know that if you're in a Game Battles match and one of your friends joins, you'll have to restart the entire match, or in some cases you could actually forfeit the match. And so even if you are like a really smart, awesome person, and you think we would just get along together and we'd have a lot of fun playing online, I'm not doubting that at all. I'm just saying that a lot of people don't know not when to join my sessions, and basically if I do add you, I would almost never want you to join my sessions. I would only want you to ever join if I invited you, and most people don't get that. They think that because I added them that they can join at any point in time, and so that's why I just don't add people anymore. And I did go through and delete all the people that I had added for the past, 2 months, people that I didn't know very well, and some people got angry about that, and so now I'm like, do I add people, find out if they're cool, delete them if they're not? That sort of process is just gonna end up not being that great, and so instead I just don't add people at all anymore. Alright, and so on to the next thing. So basically, some people complain that I blocked them too easily. Like, they wrote one sort of bad comment on my YouTube channel, and so I blocked them, which does happen. If you write something like, F you, Lucky, you're gay, obviously I'm gonna just block you. Like, why are you gonna, get on my channel and just write those things for no reason? And And so, yeah, I do block people. So some people were complaining that I blocked them too easily. Basically, if you log into another account and send me a message saying that, you know, you're sorry for whatever you did, and ask me nicely to unblock you, I would gladly unblock you. I mean, I'm not like blocking people to be mean. I'm only blocking people who write, you know, rude or nasty comments. And if you want to get unblocked, then just send me a message asking me to unblock you, and I'll gladly do that. As I said earlier, I read all my messages. Whether or not I'll reply, you know, is another question. You know, if you ask me to unblock you, I'll probably just go through and unblock you, and I probably won't reply telling you that I unblocked you. And so that's one way you can get unblocked from me, I guess. Alright, and now on to another thing. A lot of people from foreign countries wanted me to post their game battles or competitive matches, and I did say I would do that, and I did post some of those, but that was more early on in the season. Now that we're later on into the Black Ops competitive season where we have the pro circuit, that's where my focus is going to go. I'm not, you know, dissing anyone from any foreign countries. Your competitive platforms are just as significant as MLG, but the simple fact of the matter is that if I post videos that are official MLG pro circuit matches between pro teams, those are just going to get a lot more views, and that's what people really want to see. And so I'm going to be posting a lot more of those instead of, you know, sort of foreign platform competitive matches. But early on in the next game, you know, Modern Warfare 3 or whatever it is, I'll be posting a lot of those. So, but for now though, because the competitive scene in Black Ops has progressed so far, it's in the pro circuit, we already have, you know, several teams have established themselves as being incredibly dominant teams. You know, for example, Team Leverage, Team Envious have established themselves as being really good Black Ops teams, and you know, that's what people really want to see. People really want to see these teams play. And so, for the majority of the competitive life of Black Ops, I'm going to be posting teams, USA teams, professional teams, and you know, I will throw in once in a while a foreign team just to mix things up a little bit. Alright, now another question that I get asked a lot is, are you a pro player? A lot of people seem to ask me this, seeing as how I post a lot of professional GB matches and or tournaments, and how I'm posting a lot of pro circuit matches. A lot of people seem to ask me this question. The answer is no. I've never gone to nationals, and the only way to become a pro player is to go to nationals, go to the MLG nationals, and I've never gone. I've been involved in competitive gaming a lot. I've beaten professional teams. I've played against a lot of pro players. I have a lot of pro players as my friends, but I have never gone to nationals, so I can't call myself a pro player. Even though I've played with pro players, I still can't call myself a pro player, and I choose not to call myself a pro player because I respect that title. You know, I think that title of being a pro player should be something that should be very exclusive to only the people who have gone to nationals, and people shouldn't just throw that around, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm a pro, you know, I once did, you know, a no-scope triple collateral, you know. Well, that doesn't make you a pro. You know, being a pro has to do with going to nationals, and even though I'm involved in all this different stuff and I know so many pros and all the things that I've mentioned earlier, I still don't call myself a pro. I'm not a pro player. Would I like to become a pro player? Yes, definitely. That's a goal of mine. I do definitely one day want to be on the pro circuit. As for Black Ops, I'm not involved in the pro circuit. I did actually try a few different games, tried with a few different teams. It just didn't work out for me. And so yeah, you know, I decided not to get involved in the pro circuit this year. I'm definitely going to get involved in it for the next Call of Duty game. Because, you know, a lot of people don't realize it takes a ton of commitment, and doing this YouTube stuff and having my, like, real life, you know, hanging out with my friends. I also like to skateboard in real life, and, you know, doing all that sort of stuff along with trying to become a professional gamer is a lot of work, and, you know, but next year I'm going to sort of cut down a few things and try my best to get on the pro circuit. Alright, so second to last question, how many different accounts do I have? This is real simple. Other than my two accounts, one for PSN and one for Xbox 360, as I mentioned earlier, I have these three accounts. Only use me Camera, Camera Spike Dancer, and only use me Pistola. And the last question I'm going to answer is basically one that I get asked a lot, which is, how do you do your commentary so well? And I don't know why a lot of people ask me this. Basically, you can cut and edit your commentary, so I mess up a lot. Actually, I have to re-edit and recut the commentary over and over and over again. In fact, this commentary alone is made up of like 15 different voice clips. It's not that I did this whole video in one take, and so if you're trying to do your commentaries all in one take, I feel really bad for you. You really need to learn how to just cut and edit your voice, so that way you can take multiple takes and redo your voice. I mess up a lot in my commentaries. And I'll give you an example at the very end of this video. And so this game's over now, and I won this match only using me Pistola. Alright, my name is Lucky. Thanks for watching. Later. Hey YouTube. Fuck.